Okay, so welcome along to our feature race for this evening. 28 laps. Again, random grid. So I'll run through the grid. On first place pole we have Porscheman. Second we have CDN Trooper. Third we have Taijo. Fourth place we have Mark. Fifth place we have Spunkmeyer. Sixth place we have Flatpack. Seventh place we have Bruce Law. Eighth place, still don't know who that is, no I'm kidding, it's Quiet Man. Ninth place we have Green Gaming. And 10th place, bringing up the back of the grid, we have Destroyer. Hopefully everybody is almost ready to go, and hopefully everybody has remembered we have mandatory pits on in this race. So hopefully they've adjusted their pit strategies accordingly. And couple of minutes wait to get going. Not sure, looking at that there, whether Porscheman has adjusted his fuel. So Porscheman may be in trouble there, or he may be planning a pit stop. CDN Trooper had 30 litres on board there as they get away from the line. Looks like CDN Trooper's getting a run down the inside there. See if he makes the run down. As Porscheman actually goes wide off circuit, probably get a slowdown for that. And actually Taijo was the one that made the move. Taijo came through into second there. Spunkmeyer closely behind him for third, and actually Green Gaming is right on Spunkmeyer's tail, looking to make a move there down the inside. So all very close, very clean around the first corners. Spunkmeyer in third place there. Green Game is still right behind him with Destroyer looking to make a move as well. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Robin takes one wide. I think that's Green Gaming actually that's gone down the order. Spunkmeyer's right on Taijo's tail as they complete the first lap and come over the start-finish straight. Actually looked like he's got a run on the outside of him there, but very tough to make it round the outside of corner one. And Bruce and Destroyer are actually very close behind this battle as well. Look at Destroyer, and there's close battles all the way through the field because Mark and Porscheman are quite close company with Green Gaming as well. And actually that's a challenge for the lead there. Spunkmeyer's actually got past Taijo, and Bruce has just got down the inside of him as well, so I don't know whether Taijo made a mistake and just went wide, and Spunkmeyer got him, but Bruce got down the inside of him as well. And it looks like he's gone wide again, and Destroyer was nearly through there, just managed to keep hold of it. Looks like Bruce is also putting some pressure here on Spunkmeyer for the lead of the race, complete lap 2. He's actually going for the inside, but thinks better of it, pulls back in line. Destroyer is actually having a go at Taijo. I think Destroyer just got Taijo in the background there. Oh, I think there was a little bit of contact there between Taijo and Destroyer. We'll stick with this battle for the lead. Bruce putting a bit of pressure on Spunkmeyer, not right on his back bumper at the minute. But they were just trading fastest laps, fastest sector times there as well, both Spunkmeyer and Bruce. Spunkmeyer's gone to the inside to defend there. Bruce has gone that's out gone wide. It's even go all the way around the outside. I don't think he can. Certainly upping the pressure on Spunkmeyer here. So it's a bit of a tighter line and gets a run on Spunkmeyer there out the corner. May be able to get down inside if Christian doesn't defend. Again, thinks better of it, stays in line and follows him through the first corner. Maybe these opportunities here under braking into turn 2. Next opportunity maybe down to this braking zone. He's a bit far back to do that. Christian did feel the need to defend there though. We'll just leave this battle for the lead quickly, just go and have a look through the rest of the field at the close battles. Taijo is still close behind Destroyer. It's just dropped back a little bit there, now outside a second. The other close battle is between Porscheman and Green Gaming. Green Gaming, 2 good showings this evening so far. Just dropping a little bit off the back there of Porscheman. Go back to that battle for the lead. Bruce is still in close quarters with Spunkmeyer. There's now less than, well, it was just less than 0.3 of a second. Spunkmeyer's actually gone wide there. See if Bruce can get a run on the inside. Thinks better of it. We'll just go through the grid, just see how people are doing for the fuel, see who's adjusted. So Spunkmeyer's got a fair amount of fuel on. He should be good to see that through to the race. Obviously, he has got to make a mandatory pit stop, but he's not planning on putting any fuel in, I don't think. Likewise for Bruce. Bruce has got similar amounts of fuel on board. Destroyers, same strategy, similar strategy to the leaders. Taijo again has actually just been overtaken there by Flatpack. I think that was Flatpack coming through on the inside, or Taijo had gone wide. The battle for the leaders has cooled off slightly. Bruce has dropped back. Gap's nearly a second now. See if he can close that back up again. See if Spunkmeyer can sustain this sort of pressure from Bruce all the way through the race. And he's closing back up to him again. Again, Mark with a similar strategy on the fuel. Green Gaming as well. It's Porscheman that's struggling. Porscheman's only got 11 litres left, so there's going to be a pit stop coming up for Porscheman very shortly. 5 or 6 laps and he'll be in. Just get Green Gaming, Green Name in there. Has got a fair amount of fuel on board still. As a CDM Trooper. And Quietman. Quietman's got the most actually. So yeah, Quietman probably looking to get to the end without certainly not putting any fuel on. Let's go back to the lead. Bruce is right back on Spunkmeyer's tail again. There's a great battle going on here. I'm quite good friends with Spunkmeyer, and so I know he'll certainly be thinking now about looking at where the gaps are behind him, and is there an opportunity here to make an early pit stop, get out of the pressure of Bruce behind him and put some clean, fast laps in. Try and undercut or maintain the lead by undercutting Bruce. Certainly thought about it. Certainly be looking back at those gaps behind him. Bruce had a lot more speed through the first corner there. He made, I thought he was going to make a move down into corner 2. Christian looks like he's gone a bit wide there. Bruce may have a run down all the way down here now into the next braking zone. Flat out zone, little lift through this next corner, and that's it. The move's done. Bruce is through. If Christian wasn't looking at pitting before, he definitely will be looking at pitting now. Get the pit stop out the way. Get himself some fresh air and put some clean laps in. We'll just stick with this battle for a little couple more minutes, see if Christian can stick with Bruce or whether Bruce drives away. We're going to have a look through the battles. Green Gaming's actually caught back up with Porscheman. We're going to have a look at this. There's only just under half a second in that battle, so we're going to have a look at that in a second. Yeah, Bruce is now putting in fastest lap, so he's very loose there through the first corner. But yeah, that was fastest sectors for Bruce Law once he got past, and then a 1:10.4. So, and Spunkmeyer actually makes a mistake there as well. Goes onto the grass, may even get a slowdown for that. So I think Bruce is certainly pulling away now. Let's go down and have a look at that battle between Green Gaming and Porscheman. Green Gaming is right with him. Good showing this from Green Gaming. He came into this cold, hadn't done much practice. Only had the sort of 15-20 minutes we had before this race, and he's right on the pace. In fact, he was looking to make a move there on Porscheman. Oh, and I think he might have lost it on the brakes. That's a mistake there from Green Gaming. Yeah, it's a very difficult corner. If you commit to going flat out through that corner and don't get your line right, you can quite easily slide wide and miss your braking point, which I think is exactly what happened there to Green Gaming. Let's see if we can put that behind him, that mistake behind him, and get his head down, get back onto the back of Porscheman. He is catching him up slightly. Just turn our attention back to that battle for the lead there. Spunkmeyer's now dropped 2.5 seconds behind. I think it's actually Green Gaming goes down the inside there. Porscheman made a mistake into that second corner, and Green Gaming took the opportunity straight down the inside. It's a good move that from Green Gaming. Let's see if he can get his head down now and stretch out a gap to Porscheman. Actually, that's mistake, or than that overtaking allowed CDN Trooper to actually get onto the back of Porscheman. So CDN is now putting the pressure on Porscheman. A little bit of damage to the front of this car, so it's had a bit of contact with something. Doesn't look major, but certainly hit the back of something or a static wall. He's definitely making moves here and potentially looking at going down the inside. See if he can complete this now. He thinks better of it, pulls out of it. Stick with this battle. These are the closest drivers on track at the moment. And certainly some people, surprised Christian and Spunkmeyer has not considered that pit stop now. Certainly people will be looking to get into the pit stop window as we're now on lap 12, just about to start lap 13. So certainly that pit window is open. As Porscheman was quite slow out there, CDM might get a run at him down into this braking zone. I don't know whether that was there a slowdown for Porscheman. In fact, Porscheman is coming into the pits. He's in the pit lane there. Just follow Porscheman through on his entry into the pits. I think he's run out for him there. He's still got 6 litres in the car. Going very slowly into pits though. Pulls into his pit box. So Porscheman the first to pit. Is he changing tyres? No fuel going on board, so just a mandatory pit stop there for Porscheman. So another driver coming down the pit lane. In fact, that's the leader, that's Bruce Law coming into the pit lane now. So Bruce has just entered the pit lane. Spunkmeyer goes through to take the lead. So let's see now if Spunkmeyer can put some fast laps in. His last was, well, it was 300ths of a second slower than Bruce, but let's keep our eye on the times now as Flatpack and Taijo also go through. Bruce has pitted. So pick up our leader, Spunkmeyer. Got a 5-second lead over Flatpack. See if we can get some clean laps in. Taijo's a couple of seconds back off Flatpack. Again, a couple of seconds separate Taijo and Destroyer. Bruce is out the pits. Looks like he's rejoined in 5th place. So let's watch for the time of Bruce's out lap. And Porscheman is also out the pits, so let's keep an eye on Porscheman's times. Green Gaming is actually back now behind CDN Trooper within a second, so he's a little way back there yet, got some catch up still to do. Just go back to our leaders, have a look as he comes round over the corner. So that was an 11.8 for Spunkmeyer. And an 11.1 for Flatpack, so Flatpack is actually catching him at a quite great rate of knots here. In fact, I think he's just gone through to take the lead, so I don't know whether that was a slowdown or a mistake there from Spunkmeyer. I think he may have actually let him through there. He may have taken a slowdown there. You didn't see didn't see him going wide anywhere, but let's see if that now triggers any more pit stops. Bruce with a very slow lap there, 1:30.6. Not quite sure what occurred there. That's his first lap out of the pits, I think, isn't it? So that's probably why it's so slow. We'll have to wait for him to come around again. So Spunkmeyer hasn't gone to the pits, he has gone through. That's a 1:11.9 from Spunkmeyer. Flatpack just crossed the line with 1:11.5. Taijo slightly quicker with a 1:11.2. So they are catching each other. There's still sort of 4 or 5 seconds between them. My apologies, that wasn't Flatpack overtaking Spunkmeyer, that was a blue flag for Porscheman. Spunkmeyer goes a bit deep there into the corner, so Spunkmeyer is still in the lead. It's my mistake there, sorry. He's actually lapping traffic, lapping Porscheman. Goes around again, doesn't choose to pit this lap either. Keep an eye on the times. So Bruce actually was the fastest man on track that lap with a 1:10.7, so certainly you'll see what this lap round again. A slow lap there for Spunkmeyer. 1:12.7. So Bruce is definitely putting in the fast laps now. I think once the pit stops shake out, Bruce will be in a very strong position, definitely be in second, probably very strong first place once everybody's pitted, certainly with the pace of the 110s anyway. Just going to have a look at Flatpack here. Flatpack is quietly gaining on Spunkmeyer. He's taking little bits of time out. Was about 4.5 seconds, now just under 3.7, 3.8 seconds. Taijo's in quite close quarters with Flatpack as well. Taijo's brought that gap down. It's now under a second. And actually our leader has actually pitted, so Spunkmeyer is now in the pits. Flatpack and Taijo go through, looking to see if Bruce actually comes through. I think Bruce will get through, will get past him. Destroyer's just passed him now on the start line. I think that's Bruce round in the last corner now, so Bruce is going to have a significant lead. Bruce has already gone through. Christian lights the tyres, trying to get out the pits. I think the damage is already done. Bruce has done it, a 10.4 there as well from Bruce. So the fastest lap we've seen in the race, I think that is. And yeah, there's quite a gap there now for Spunkmeyer. A lot of work for Spunkmeyer to do to catch that gap. Let's go back to the lead. Taijo is right still. Well, it's now half a second. He's right on Flatpack. So Taijo's put some good laps in, good pace. Was half a second faster than Flatpack on that last lap. So he's right on his tail now. It's be interesting to see whether Taijo pits here. I think he is. Yeah, Taijo is pitting. So Taijo's taking the choice to pit. Let's just see who gets past him. See if Destroyer and Bruce will probably definitely go through. See if Spunkmeyer can actually get past Taijo, or whether them fast laps from Taijo actually allow him to jump Spunkmeyer as well. Let's just see where it's going to look and see where Spunkmeyer is. Just rounding the last corner now, so he is. Yeah, he definitely will get Taijo. But Taijo will be quite close to him on the pit exit. Spunkmeyer's just taking that lead. Let's look for Taijo. He's just leaving the pit exit now, so he should be on the left of the screen. There's Spunkmeyer. There's a little difficulty there, lapping some traffic. But actually that gap is about 5 seconds actually to Taijo, so it's actually grown quite a bit. Spunkmeyer must have had he had quite a slow lap the last lap. So Taijo's in lap must have been quite slow. Let's just have a look through the field. Bruce still putting in the 110s. Destroyer was slightly faster than him, one place ahead of him that last lap. Nearly half a second faster than actually. Looks like Mark has also made a pit stop, so Mark has taken to the pit lane. So we're just waiting for the leaders now to choose their time to pit. Mark looks like he's got enough fuel on board to get him to the end, so I think this will just be a mandatory stop. Green Gaming rounds the last corner here, so Green Gaming I think is yet to stop and actually takes that place away from Mark. So we'll go back to our leaders. Flatpack's got a nice 6-second lead here over Destroyer. That's just nearly 7 seconds actually. Both do still have to pit, so Bruce is looking good. That gap to Spunkmeyer is increasing though, so Spunkmeyer is dropping back slightly from Bruce. And it was about 5 seconds after the pit stop back to Taijo. It's come down slightly. It's nearly just over 4 seconds, that gap now. So we'll go through the grid and have a look through. Completed 20 laps. Destroyer here's got 10 litre fuel, so should have enough fuel to get to the end. Still has to pit. Bruce also 10 litres, so again, yeah, shouldn't have an issue with fuel. Has obviously stopped, as has Spunkmeyer, and has 10 litres of fuel required. Taijo's actually catching Spunkmeyer. It's now down to just over 3 seconds. See, I think that was a little bit of lag there actually, not in going wide. So I think the leaders are going to run it out, and we've only got 7 laps to go, so I think they're going to go for in the last couple of laps. So, well, not splash and dash because neither of them need fuel. How did Porscheman get on? Did Porscheman put fuel? Yes, Porscheman must have put fuel in. So he's got 13 litres now. So he included a fuel stop when he pitted. Let's just carry on going through this. So CDN Trooper. So 7 seconds back from Taijo. Okay, Spunkmeyer there pushing the pace slightly. He's just got track limits penalty. So he's obviously still pushing, trying to catch Bruce, or maybe he's seen at that time Taijo is coming down. Still hovering around the 3 second mark, but he doesn't want to let him get any closer. Green Gaming, nice drift coming out that corner there. Gets the back end out. Good race this from Green Game. He's not that far there from CDN Trooper. Let's keep an eye on that gap and see if he can bring it in. He was slow on the last lap, that was Quiet Man there, just actually letting him through. Yeah, Quiet Man just allowing things. That was good. Good adherence to the blue flags there. Actually letting the Green Game in the traffic through. Just started our 23rd lap, and that flat pack coming through the middle of the lap there. I think we've actually had a disconnect there. We've lost Destroyer, haven't we? He was running up in second. Oh, that's a shame that. I think he's actually must have disconnected. I didn't see it come up on my screen, but it's unfortunate because that was a game. He was running well there. And Bruce is now up into second. So there's only 12 seconds to Flatback, so don't forget Flatback's still got to pit, so don't think he's certainly going to lose the place to Bruce when he does pit. It's 25 seconds to Spunkmeyer, so that's actually going to be a very close one when on the exit of the pit lane. Although Taijo has now got within half a second of Spunkmeyer. So about to go to battle, and Tajo putting Spunkmeyer under a bit of pressure here. Pressure for Spunkmeyer to sustain for the last 4 laps of the race. Let's see if he can stay ahead of Tajo, and then obviously when Flatpack pits, he's going to be very close to this battle as well. So he may join in this battle in the last couple of laps. And Tajo's got a much better run out of there. He may go down the outside. Christian Spunkmeyer will have to defend into this corner here, as he does. And Flatpack is in the pits, so Flatpack's now pitted, and Bruce has just gone past him. So Bruce takes the lead. Flatpack's still in the pits as the Spunkmeyer and Tajo round the last corner. These two are easy going to clear Flatpack actually. This Flatpack's in lap was quite slow. He's in the exit of the pit lane actually, so he should come into shot as we there he is there. So Flatpack is actually maintained his second place. Spunkmeyer and Tajo were very close. They're going to be right on him, as that Spunkmeyer actually makes a mistake there. That allows Tajo to get right down the inside of him, and it's going to be a flat out drag race right round this left-hander into the braking zone. Let's see who comes out on top. So Spunkmeyer's actually got ahead there, being a little bit more brave on the with the throttle and keeping it flat out through that left-hander. But let's see if these two are battling quite hard. Let's see if they can get onto the back of Flatpack. It's been a relatively clean race. There was only the incident at the start, so hopefully you won't be too busy in the stewards room this week. Famous last words of the commentator. I think these two are actually just dropped out of second. Yeah, so as I say, they are actually dragging each other along onto the back of Flatpack, but Flatpack's just maintaining that. Just almost a 1 second advantage. Just go and have a look at Bruce. We've got a couple of laps to go. Bruce got a nice cushion, 13.5 second cushion over Flatpack after Flatpack's pit stop, and he's out on his own. He's just had to deal with some back markers by the look of it, but no problems that for Bruce. The only downside this when you're out in the lead on your own, you've got a nice gap, there's no one around you, don't get much coverage time. And we'll go back to our battle for second and third. Spunkmeyer has actually dropped Tajo a little bit, and he's caught to the back of Flatpack, so looks like we're going to have a nice 1.5 lap battle here. And Tajo's actually dropped right off this fight now. So it's back to a two horse race. Spunkmeyer and Flatpack for second place. I'm sure Spunkmeyer really wants that second place back. It was lost with those laps in the middle of the race, when in between the pit stop windows, a couple of laps there that were in the 112s, and as you can see, last lap the driver capable of the 110s. Oh, that's a back marker there that's made a mistake, I think. was Quiet Man just recovering there from a mistake, possibly on the curbs. So let's go to our leader. Couple of corners from home. Bruce, two corners left. He's got a 15-second lead. Green Game is actually pitted. He's left his pit stop right to the last lap. So he's in the pits. As Bruce crosses the finish line, it's a great race from Bruce. Great win for Bruce, well done. And we'll just watch this last battle as they come into the last corner. Flat pack, sorry, last two corners. Flat pack looks like he's got this. Nice run out the last corner. And Flat pack second, Spunkmeyer third. That's a great thing. And Taijo, is he going to do his spin? Oh, I thought he was, but he didn't. He might have attempted it. Signature move, I think, that from Taijo, spinning on the line. CDN comes second, round the second to last corner, around the last corner to take fifth place. There's a very second-hand looking car, back marker there, that comes down the start-finish straight. Green Game is still in the pit lane. He may lose 7th place here. In fact, he has lost 7th place. So that's our results. So Bruce Law with the win, Flatpack second, Spunkmeyer came third, Taijo came fourth, CDN Trooper came fifth, Green Gaming sixth. He didn't lose out in the end, so there was a penalty applied to Porscheman, so Porscheman stays 7th, Mark 8th, Quiet Man 9th, and myself still retired, stuck in the pit lane. Thank you very much for joining us. I hope to see you next week.